Welcome back to our Mobsters podcast. I am Melvin.
Magic. We
The
have
voice.
the boy.
The voice.
The voice. Evil voice in the building.
What up,
Another
man?
evil voice.
How you guys feeling? I feel like we just started talking and they've decided to start making
Blending.
milkshake, bro. I don't know what they're making, man.
A smoothie.
How's everyone feeling?
Feeling good. How's your weekend?
Bro, my weekend was good, man. Voice, how's your weekend?
I think it's been good. Sad for the employed people with the way the rain has been starting the days. Been very interesting for them. I don't know how they've been doing it. I wouldn't personally. With that rain, that Noah's Ark type rain, I don't think I'd be waking
On
up.
a 3-day weekend, that shit was amazing, bro. Because the rain got worse
Sunday.
I feel like it started Thursday night into Eid. And then, bro, Eid was amazing. It rained the whole morning. Saturday it rained. Sunday it rained. Shit was sweet, bro.
Yesterday it rained.
Yeah, but the rain of Monday
Monday
morning into Tuesday morning, that was the one.
Nah, that thing threw down all the electricity poles in town, you guy. So many people did not have power this morning.
Yeah.
It was like a thing. Apparently they were taking a bit longer to reconnect the power because people were just so many poles had fallen.
Yeah, trees were down.
Trees, fences.
Along Logogo bypass, there was forced unveiling of new constructions. Because you know those iron sheets suddenly in color your world, and then they have all thrown them down. So yeah, forced unveiling.
Damn. Okay. What do you guys do for Eid? Anyone get invited?
For what do they call that, breaking of the fast? Nada. I was not invited.
No such thing.
But what happened with my Muslim guys?
I'm going to make a very concerted effort to invite all Muslims for Christmas and Easter and stuff, because I think that's the problem.
I think so too.
Because
They're playing tit for tat.
How? Because guys, you have two Eids and we don't get invited for even one. So I think
Literally.
we all have to make an effort
You have to give some.
to invite them.
Yeah. I got not an invite per se, but like a promise of leftovers. That's haven't collected it yet.
The
But
pillar.
like I cracked a joke, hey man, I'm going to bring back your dish on Eid. I said, nah, I'll keep for you some, man. So I said, fair enough.
This one, I
I'll
think it is.
Yeah. She's the best, bro. I think if I had gone there with a dish, they would have like had me. They'd have let me stay and like given me food.
But would have been like, this guy is an ultimate schemer, bro. He returned the dish on it.
Every time that I've gone to their house, I've left with pilau, bro. So, yeah. That could have been the move on Eid, man.
I definitely missed.
Yeah. So what are we talking about today, man? I have a lot of mobster questions.
Yeah, there are a bunch of
Yeah,
questions.
I have a bunch of those. But should we start with something else?
I mean, okay, this is a bit grim.
No. Let's start with a mobster question. Windeck. Oh no, man. Stress out. Okay. Also, shout out to Cardamom Coffee for the new mugs. Because we drink tea. Let's see if I can find what you guys are saying this week. Yeah, but thank you to you guys who keep sending these questions in, man. Okay. So, boys, I almost said your name. But guys keep sending in like anonymous questions every time we're recording. So we kind of read them and answer them. The first one is, how tall are you both? I mean both of you guys, because that's too personal for me. The question's way too personal for me.
You don't tell guys your height, why?
They'll find out when I die, bro.
How tall you
No,
are?
my tombstone, it will say he died standing at this height,
But why though?
this weight.
But why though?
I'm good, bro.
Do you think you're too tall?
I think that I'm deceptively tall. Like, I look tall.
It's crazy
But
because
I'm
I was
not.
about to use that exact same word, man.
Yeah.
Deceptively tall.
Deceptively tall. But you know something? I think it's an optical illusion sometimes for slim guys.
Yeah, it is.
You tend to appear a bit more different than you actually are.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. So I know I look tall. And even in pictures, if I'm standing with tall guys, I don't look like they're that much taller than me. But they are. So, yeah, we'll find out one day, man.
This is like Schrodinger's cat. If you don't measure if you don't measure it, it has no definite, what's it called? Like number, your height.
Yeah,
As long
I
as you
mean,
don't mention it.
as long as I don't say it, guys think I'm tall. But when I mention it, guys are like, hey man, actually now you mentioned it.
Yeah.
You're kind of yeah man, so I prefer not to mention. But
What
guys
about
go
your
ahead, man.
voice?
Oh, you know, people will even leave the store.
I guess what you can say, because
Yeah, guys
no,
won't
no,
even know.
you guys what
It's
you
not
know.
going to be us.
I identify as 6'2". That is how I identify. That's how I see myself in my
But what
dreams.
height were you assigned?
Height, I was assigned.
What what you
Assigned
saying?
height.
As careless as you
What
can
did
see,
God
as
give
you can
you?
see, my identification is ambitious.
Yeah,
But 5'9",
5'9".
5'9" or thereabouts.
Okay.
Not
Christ.
bad, not bad.
Mhm.
Me, I stand at 7.5 heads tall. Whatever that
Tall
means
pause.
to you.
Sounds a bit.
Sas,
Yeah.
heads tall.
Yeah. Don't be head. Don't be heads anything.
Relax. That's how they used to
Ah.
measure guys in like the Old Testament.
Ah.
They'll be like, this guy
7
Goliath
heads.
is like 15 heads tall.
That was such a dumb measurement, bro. Because some guys have long heads, bro.
I guess it's kind of like when guys measure by like their feet.
Mm.
You know, so like a foot came from. Someone had 30
That but
30
feet makes
inches.
more sense than heads.
heads.
In fact, head sounds a bit barbaric, bro.
But how do you
The guy
measure?
Genghis Khan measures in guys' heads.
But you can't measure a
we did
guy.
a good job today. We got 100 heads. This is a bad
It makes
joke
more
for,
sense
like,
that-
the next topic. Man. Let's
Makes more
just stop
sense.
there.
Then
Next topic is about big green.
anyway, personally, I am. Yeah, like I said, like 7.5 heads tall.
So why are you shaming me if you're also ashamed of your height, bro?
I'm not ashamed of my height. It's just that you said to president. I'm like, is there like a thing behind like telling your height?
I think just chill because I think we're close. We're in like close range.
Okay, let me say
Let's
it
just
now.
leave it.
Or 7 heads.
7.5 heads tall.
Yeah. Did you guys see the dude who? Did we talk about the dude who did like surgery to make himself taller?
No, bro, those are many, man. I even saw someone last
No.
week.
The
Knee
guy who
job.
went from 5'4" to 5'7".
I just some gay. I just
The guy
some
from 5'4" to 5'7", bro.
I just some
Yeah,
gay.
sat down for 2 years. He healed at 5'7".
There was another guy who gained like 2 inches, man. He did that surgery and gained like 2 inches, and I was saying he goes on more dates now.
Yeah,
The same guy.
The
No, but
black
like
guy.
let's
Some
say-
black guy, yeah,
let's
some
say-
black
Let's
guy.
say you were 5'10". Don't you go for the 2?
If I'm 5'10",
Yeah, you just go for 2, clear 6 and
bro,
done.
5'10" is decent, bro. You're not a short man,
Wait, are you not 5'10"?
bro. Let's not deal with me.
Okay, no, let me first say
Let's
my
not do it. No, okay, chill.
so that we can.
Okay, you say yours. Say yours.
'Cause I'm 5. I want to say 10,
Mhm.
5'10",
Okay.
and like 5'11" in some nice boots.
Okay.
And I think you're taller than me.
I love that you think that, bro. I don't stand up after this and you start measuring. You just start measuring. You guy come and stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Bro.
This guy, you wear
Look at
boots
you.
on a daily.
Nah,
But I think I'm 5'10". Last time I measured, it was like around that height. Yeah.
listen, bro. I just feel like that surgery should be for guys who are objectively short, and it should make them significantly taller, bro. Don't
Like
give
a-
me,
like
don't
do-
add me 2 inches.
do a real improvement.
Yeah, I'm here for 10 inches.
You want to move
I
up?
want to get tall.
You
I
had,
don't want to go from short to
you had
average height.
57. You wanted corrections for 2 marks 59. You're still in.
Yeah, I don't want to be in second grade, bro.
You want
Bring
whole
me up.
numbers.
Bring me up.
You want to move up in whole
Yeah.
numbers only.
At least 6. 6 should be the minimum like selling point because that surgery is so expensive, bro.
And it's so painful, bro. You're
And
literally in pain for years.
You recover.
Like a year.
You recover in like 2 years, bro. You have to learn how to walk again, and now you're 5'7" instead of 5'2". Nah, bro, that's not enough, man. That's not enough. Bring me up to 6. That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, man. Next
That's what I'm
question.
Good question, no. Oh, also,
that would be a good selling point. We take you to 6 feet.
yeah, we bring you. To
I think
6
there you
feet.
get
From
there.
wherever
If
you
that's
are.
the ad-
From wherever you are, we'll get you to 6.
If that's the ad,
But what
so
is
many
that
guys
even?
pay. If that's the ad, so many guys will pay for that, bro.
So many guys.
I feel like
honestly.
rather than getting that surgery to get 3 inches or 2 inches, there's that sock that you can put on that kind of has a high heel. So you put on
Also,
your shoe.
It's an insole.
That
That's on
insole,
an Amazon
yeah.
link. I know about that.
Yeah, that's insane. It gives you like a good 3 inches. man.
Yeah, guys, we looking at
Put it at the bottom of your forces.
Easy.
Go up.
Yeah, like put on your socks.
But now aren't you uncomfortable in your shoes? Like, isn't your foot just
Is at
like
the
on the
angle
side
like
of
this?
Your shoe?
No. As in the insole, they're made like
It's the whole
they're made
foot.
ergonomically in a way
Yeah.
for you to.
I get that, but now isn't because obviously shoes like they expect a certain type of foot, bro.
True.
So then now your foot just on the ceiling of the shoe like this.
That's the stuff I think about.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm sure if
does your shoe
if
still
you really-
fit? Are you still a size 10 if you were size 10
Yeah.
before?
Do you need
No,
bigger
no,
shoes?
it's so how can I say it's. I think this is some stuff these guys have thought about. So obviously across your foot is still the same. That's really where that 10 is or that 9 or whatever. Now the issue is maybe with width and whatever. What's happening is they're going to take you
Just
higher.
a bit higher.
They're going to take you higher. So it's maybe the problem is taking your foot out of your ankle more out of the shoe maybe.
Like this is
But like
actually-
I'm sure they've thought about this as maybe insoles for loafers, insoles for
You think you
what's
can
it
run?
called?
I think you can run.
For loafers, for sneakers. Yeah. And also guys just buy some of these shoes are literally like there's what was this shoe? The Nike Huracan.
Harachi.
Harachi. Yeah. I was thinking about a Lambo.
Lambo, bro. I was like, Nike did that.
Yo, yeah, the Nike Harachi, there was what's this called? There was this
They have like really big soles.
a friend of mine had that shoe. It changed his height like
Yeah,
by
a bit
3
tall.
inches.
Yeah.
If I mention him, Velocity something.
Are those the downs with like a you know what I mean?
I don't know. It was a very
Like
loud
Air
shoe.
Bubble, like the one, not the Max, not the Air Maxes, but like the ones that had like springs at the back.
Oh no, that's a
Vapor
Vapor
Maxes. Or
Vapor Max.
something.
No. This was something by like a Louis V something. One of those crossovers between them and like a sneaker company. But it would actually really.
I've seen like
actually
those
big
platform Crocs.
Like, oh, it's platform Crocs.
They sit
I've
on
seen the
like,
platform
They sit
Crocs.
like on something.
This is
That's
banner-
the Shaq
you've seen those
wears.
banner shoes. You seen those banner shoes?
Those are
Which
Banner
one? Ban has
boots
so
that-
many shoes.
Those are
So like
nasty,
this,
bro.
like
Yeah.
the
Those
biggest
are
sole
nasty.
ever.
Yeah, those are a nasty pair, bro.
That's why you can. And then they hit you basically.
But that guy's like, he has a crazy shoe collection, man. These are the
Happy
shoes he
days.
wore at the MSG thing. With sharp leather shoes, like those shoes that like the choir leader wears. Like this.
Bro, I want to, before we go on, I want to go to do a quick what they call it, like a quick not walk back, a call back.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when someone asked us if we were gym bros on the last pod?
Mm-hmm.
I got back in the gym this weekend, bro.
Hey.
On Eid morning, bro. I got back in the gym.
Get in.
Painful, bro.
Where'd you
I've
start?
been
with?
in pain since Friday morning.
Have you been every day since Eid?
Have I been to the gym
Every day since Eid?
I've not been since, bro.
Since Friday. What part do you hit?
Arms,
Arms, huh?
shoulder,
Guys always start with
biceps,
arms.
triceps. It was, bro. It's been insane, man. I've not been sleeping well. Friday night, I kept waking up to stretch.
Let me ask, when you go to the gym, do you hit several muscle groups on the same day? Or do you...
When I go to, it depends. Now this is the first time I've been to a gym in 2 years, bro.
Yeah?
And I usually just be there by myself. And I've noticed that, like, if you're training by yourself, even if you're training with another guy, if it's just you, you'll take it easy on yourself, man. You stop at certain times when, like, it's a bit too intense, you might stop, bro. We had a trainer this time. This nigga did not care, bro. He doesn't care if you've reached failure.
We're
You have
still
to keep going, bro. Obviously, they do that thing where they hold you and like, but even those pumps can jam. Oh, yeah, I failed in those pumps. As in, the guy is the one pushing, but it has jam. Your arms can't go any higher.
Yeah?
Bro, I've been destroyed, man. Like my shoulders right now, still not covered.
Were there other guys in the gym at the time? Like other gym?
Nah, it was just us.
That's true.
Well, like 4 guys in the gym. It was Eid morning, bro. Guys are not trying to see the gym.
You're trying to eat.
Guys are trying to eat, bro. Yeah.
Try and dry some place.
Okay, it was painful. Spent the rest of the day of Eid day in the pool, thinking it was going to help or recovery of like an ice bath. Like actually did not help. In the pool I was covered, but in the real world, like driving home, I tried to do a push up on Saturday morning. My arms could not hold my body up, bro. Like literally, my arms were just shaking. I couldn't even like stretch my legs out.
Sweet pain.
So, yeah, man. I
I
only
was-
was able to do a push up on Monday morning.
The worst is when, for me, when I'd like just get back into the gym is when I'm in the shower and I'm trying to like wash my hair or raise my hands up and they can't. Literally like can't get up to my...
See, but that's
my head.
immediately after
No, this is like
that day, the next
the
day.
Yeah, like the end of the day. Like if I wake up in the morning, by the end of the day, I can't raise my hands. Like I have to bring my head down like this, like wash my face or whatever.
But all I'll say is the point is, man, you can never push yourself as far as the trainer will push you, man. The guy doesn't care how you feel, bro. He doesn't know where it hurts. He doesn't know that you feel like your shit is about to rip. He doesn't know, and he doesn't care, bro.
Okay, to be fair, my trainer cares. Like I tell him, like my shoulder is hurting, so let's go easy on my shoulder. Then he'll be like, okay, let's not mess up your shoulder. I tell him I have a pain in my knee from that last squat. Like he listens to such
Yeah,
things.
but I think that's different from mid-set. Yeah, saying, man, I'm done. Nah.
No, okay, of course he's
Yeah.
not taking you down, but like if you have like a pain somewhere, like discomfort.
Okay, fair play.
Shout
Is
out
it-
trainers though.
Let's see. Next question. There's actually a few of these. Oh, bro, there's a real scenario here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Let's have it.
My boyfriend, my boyfriend and I have been together since S4, and we are now in our last year of campus. I really love him, and we've even spoken of getting married once we're settled in our lives. The issue is that on a recent night out with my girlfriends, I met someone I didn't expect to be attracted to. I'm not a cheater, and I would never be disloyal to my BF, as long as we are still together. But that night, I found myself feeling something that I'd never experienced. The guy and I had so much chemistry. We talked for over an hour that night, and I didn't stop smiling throughout. The sexual chemistry was definitely there, and had I not been as sober, I'm afraid I would have acted on it. We exchanged numbers and have been communicating for a little while, but nothing more. My issue is that I'm now having thoughts that are making me doubt if my current relationship is what I really want, as it's the only thing I've known since I was a girl. Most of my friends are also committed to their partners, but I'm wondering if I'm settling too quickly, and am I missing out on more?
Well, listen.
Okay,
That's a
this
tricky
is
one.
obviously a girl.
Yeah.
So I kind of wish we had a girl on, but the voice will do. Get in your woman bag, bro. Uh-huh.
I want to hear what you guys have to say. So
Okay, then you'll react it.
I think I've had something similar to
Similar.
this before. I've
Yeah.
heard from someone, so
Oh.
I need to
Personally,
let
I'd
me hear what
say
you guys have to say.
Okay.
the grass isn't always green on the other side, man. Clearly she has been in this relationship for a long time. She's planning on marrying this guy. Like, okay, they've spoken about it. Yeah, did not mess that up for like a one night thing in the club. That's how I'd put that. Because usually, like, human beings have that recency bias thing. The most recent thing that has happened to us is usually that they don't remember the most. So her saying that she's never felt anything like that before might just be recency bias for that guy. Like, maybe she hasn't felt like that new, can I say, that spark of attraction in a while. But yeah, I'd say stick with your guy who you're discussing to marry with, because better the devil you know than the devil you don't. You don't know that if you go with this guy, you will not meet another person in a few months, and you feel something even stronger this time for that new person. So I'd say
And how do you know your devil is better than the other devil if you've never met the other devil? You know it's better.
that is better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. That's actually how the phrase goes.
Nah, I play.
And the one you don't. This one is one should I know, bro.
Okay, bro, this is what I'll say, man. I feel you. I think that's really good advice. But also, they've been dating since they were in S4, bro. And she said now she's in her final year of uni. So even these feelings, bro, these feelings are justified. But I just feel like girls who have been in relationships like that for that long, when they meet someone else that they have chemistry with, they be thinking that, okay, now this guy is going to be my new boyfriend.
Of 6 years.
Yeah. He's going to be like,
That's a Disney. That's a Disney
yeah,
sticking
like
in.
now he's going to
The
replace
Disney Channel.
The Disney entering his brain.
Yeah.
Scatter
But
it.
for him, he's not on that shit. In fact, for him, now he knows you have a boyfriend. He just wants to shock him and move. He doesn't want to shock him and stay. You know that.
Is it a try to shock? I think he's like just trying to get his nut on, bro. And like,
Oh, he might have just met some chick in the bar. and
yeah, but
vibed
just
out
be,
with her.
it's just vibe, bro.
It's just a night to him. He has a number. If he gets some, kawa. If he doesn't, kawa. But now for her, she thinks, nah, this is a guy who's up next for me. Like he's the one I should be with, not this guy.
I felt something.
Nah, that's not what it is. But that said, if she's okay with that, like if she's okay with just, I guess, seeing someone else and not not necessarily to stay with them as a new guy, then I think she should go for it, bro. It's just that, can she deal with, like, I guess, the guilt?
Should she release this guy she's with and go with a new guy? Or should she?
Bro, that doesn't make any sense. Like, even as like a, like, imagine if this was like a business opportunity or some shit, or like a job opportunity. You might go for the interview. That doesn't mean you take the gig before you know what it comes with. You know what I mean? If you don't even know if there's a gig to be taken, bro. So yeah, no, I think.
And then the other things, again, like you said, we are guys here, so the way we look at this stuff is different, I guess, than girls. And I can't say that I really know how girls think. But first, to say what you said, like, you look at it like a business opportunity. Look at it like from the point of recency bias. There's also what's it called, sunk cost fallacy. You understand? You're like, oh, I spent all this time with this guy, so it must mean something. Sometimes it could really just mean nothing. You just wasted a lot of time.
Not wasted.
Not wasted, okay.
But
You
yeah,
learned a
you
lot
had your
of things
time,
over a
it
long
was
period
cool.
of time.
But it's time out.
Time's up.
Yeah, so it could be that. Two, another thing that happens, I think, if you're in a very long-term relationship for a very long time, which I think at high school relationships, unless you're in the same school, you are dating for 2 weeks at a time. Yeah? Okay, these guys had COVID, so.
I'm finished. Were they okay? I guess that's something she didn't specify if they were in the same high school, but
Yeah.
I assumed that they were.
Yeah, but let's say you are in a different high school, and then you are talking from home, you're different home, you're in Wakiso, someone's in Eb, something like that. So, anyway, what another thing that happens is when you spend a long time with a person, you get used to them. You know, familiarity over time. It's a very, very big thing, but people don't
Breeds
see it.
content.
Yeah?
Familiarity.
No, according to Rick from Rick and Morty, that is what love is. That's the actual definition. Familiarity over time. An illusion created by familiarity over time. But what happens is this person, that's why you've stayed there that long. Maybe they have 7 out of the 10 things you have. 7 out of the 10 things you want. And they have them consistently. But you still need these 3 because you're a whole person, you know? Like, you want these 3 things. Maybe he's not so romantic, he's not so spontaneous, he's not tall. So he doesn't like.
Don't laugh like that, bro. Don't laugh like that. Yeah, but that's why I don't be talking about height, bro.
It's
Guys get cheeky. It becomes very tongue in cheek.
The guy is not tall. But then you meet this other guy and he has all these things that the guy you have just quite lacks, and you're hoping.
But he has those things in particular.
Those things in particular.
Those are what this guy.
Those things in
has.
particular, and then it moves your mind, and you might maybe you move to this new guy, and then this guy actually just has those 3. All the other things of what
the other 7.
he doesn't have them at all. And the worst thing about the bar is a guy can come on to impress. He can come for that day to show those 3 things that you want.
100%,
Mm-hmm.
You can come that day with just to show you that today, and it may not even be his real thing. You know, guys can go out and be like, you know what, today I'm going to go with my brother's car.
Yeah, I'm going to
and
be this guy
I'm
tonight.
going to be this guy,
Yeah.
and I'm going to give that image. And now you think that image is that guy every day, but it really
You
isn't.
know what's so crazy? It's now for the guy who she's texting. Is that guy? The guy who she met in the bar, that's the guy she's texting.
Yeah, and he's
Not-
cooking.
not
He's
him-
obviously
Not
cooking.
him for real. Just like version of him that she met in
Yeah.
the bar at night. You guys think that maybe because at the beginning, I think she says how much she loves her boyfriend and they've been together for this long and they've talked about marriage. So she hypes him. And then she says, but I met this guy in a bar and we've been talking for a few days. Do you think she's just asking for permission to cheat?
Like from us.
Yeah. Because my advice was kind of tilted towards that. Like,
Just
if you
do
can
what
deal
you
with
have to
like the consequences, then go for it.
But
Because
again,
I don't know if this is her first boyfriend, but this is like she's been dating since she was a kid.
Yeah.
So is she just asking, bruh, can I just go and cheat a bit to know what else is out there? And then like just to like calm those worries. And bro, let's be honest, you guys know you have friends in relationships. Don't you have friends in relationships who have cheated and gotten away with it, and they're happy as hell in their relationships now?
there's a,
There are
Maybe
few.
you guys don't know. Yeah,
There are
Trust me,
very few.
I know enough. I know enough guys, bro.
You know, and chicks?
And chicks.
Chicks as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you after that you'll be happy because you're like, you know what, this was cool, but I think I
guess
prefer
it's
to,
a
I prefer
bit,
to be in a relationship. So maybe that's what she wants. And I know there's like a big taboo against cheating.
To be fair,
Bro, some people get that off and like they really just like wipe it off.
and to be fair, they've been dating since she was in S4, bro.
Yeah.
So she probably didn't know what else is out there in the world.
Yeah, he could have been her first.
If in theory they're like what 22, 21.
Last year of uni.
Also, I feel like this is
because again, you see, there's like COVID, whatever. So mathematics is off now on when how old guys can be. But
I also feel like this is the lowest risk time to cheat, bro.
yeah, actually, yeah.
You're not even out of campus yet. A quick cheat. And you get over it, bro.
I guess I said it like a 2x2 Rolex. Just
quick. And he will probably never know. If you die, know this guy. Yeah. No one will tell.
Yeah.
Unless now she's the one who feels guilty.
If you can get away with it, and it's really what you want to do,
do it.
you should do it. But I'll say this, man. Rarely, man. Like, rarely do you like
the truth is, sis blast.
go on the other side, and it's worth it.
I think
Who
sis.
says? Do you know? I actually don't understand that thing.
Rarely.
What do you mean rarely?
Rarely. Usually guys come back with guilt and whatever. That's usually the case.
But it's like an itch that you had to scratch and you got over it.
Sometimes I think there's also
But you
this
can hit
thing
yourself for scratching it.
where
True.
what
Some
allows
people-
you to
some
be able to even feel all those extra sparks and feelings from someone else, because currently they're not there. You get, if there's fire going on, you can't notice the spark. You can try and say, so something else has died down here.
This side.
That's why you can notice something else.
Maybe there's
Okay, you notice this thing, how guys,
Oh,
whatever.
yes,
Something is
yes.
burning in the kitchen, guys. First reduce the volume. That's why. So
You guys use that volume.
someone takes off his shades to smell something.
you
Anyway,
lost. You first reduce the volume and the whip.
Okay, something smelling. First reduce the volume. Anyway, so that's one of those things. There's clearly something that's lacking in her thing. Maybe sometimes it could be she does this thing and it re-sparks something and makes her remember this guy is 7 out of 10. You know. But otherwise, it will always be this thing which you never really knew. That guy might actually just become this. What's it called? They call it phantom pain. You understand? They talked about there's something I read or watched. I don't know. This guy used to have like a dead leg. You know, those old people get a problem, so they cut off the leg. And it was the doctor who used to tell him, oh, your leg has a problem, it's infected, blah, blah. He never used to feel the pain. But they told him your leg is dying, it's going to create infection because it came from like the toe to the foot or whatever.
That's
so they amputate him. But only when the leg was gone,
did he start to feel
he
that
started
pain?
feeling, they call it phantom pain.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You get, so what happens is now this guy creates almost this mythical personality within your head. You keep that guy of that night. You understand? And he becomes this very, very powerful figure in your relationship.
So what happens? Does that happen if she cheats or if she doesn't cheat?
If she doesn't, yeah, that's what happens. That's what that could stand to happen.
So her no
Because
cheating.
it requires a very mature person to
Okay,
decide
so her
that
no
you know what,
cheating is like the leg that she lost. Fire. That's a fire analogy. Okay, I like that. That's good advice, man. Really good advice.
I'm not saying guys don't cheat,
From some
honestly,
guys.
but like,
Nah.
I mean, you're the main character in your story. Only you can decide if you lost.
And we'll never know. That's the truth. Okay.
Unless you
next one.
send another thingy.
That
Give
was
us
a good.
feedback.
That was a really
Fill
good
it as well.
question.
Good dilemma.
What does it mean when your man of 2 years says he has no money to spend on taking you out and going on romantic trips as a couple, but he can afford to go out with his boys every weekend to the bar, asking for a friend? I can tell you what that means for free.
And it just means that the guy has no go up, man.
You think it means he has no go up?
I mean, the go up that she wants is talking about of like going for trips and whatnot.
yeah.
Is completely different
Different
amount
from,
of cash
I
that's
just
required
need
to
a
go out
beer or I
every
need
day.
to split a bottle.
Yeah,
with
with
my
my boys.
That's actually the thing. Thanks,
Yeah.
because things. What happens is, sometimes girls go out and some girls don't know what actually happens in the bar. They don't know the dynamics of how bottles appear. Some niggas are really rich and they just buy the bottles. You know, it's like, hey, you send me or whatever.
Yeah. But most
There's some guys who go and rack up properly.
racking, yeah.
But they just see, oh my god, bottles are so expensive. Or something they're really cheap. You get. But what happens is there's a lot of dynamics around you. But both of you at certain places, what? 80k, tequila is 150k, you're 3 guys, 50-50 bob. You know?
Call it a day.
Going to Moya, going to Ginger, it's not 50-50 bob again.
Did she say road trips or romantic trips, bro?
What?
Romantic trips.
What's a romantic trip here?
I don't know, bro. Like
You
A
go
coast
to
or
Ebbs
some
and walk
shit.
on.
That's what I was
I go
thinking,
to
like the
Ebbs.
coast.
the coast. Maybe
You go to
maybe the coast.
Zanzibar,
Yeah.
some nice national
Yeah.
park.
A lot of Ugandans feel like Dubai is romantic, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Because she said romantic trips. Dubai. How
Yeah.
can Dubai not be romantic? you
Okay,
get?
okay, fair play.
Okay, I mean the place itself is a bit
Not
tacky.
romantic, yeah, but you
But
can go to
going,
romantic
the gist
places,
of going to Dubai
yeah.
is quite romantic.
Yeah.
We take it to Dubai.
So your boyfriend is broke.
But is Dubai romance go
Um,
by that way?
But I don't think it's a personal thing. Don't take it personal. He's just broke. His boys give him a safe sanctuary.
Yeah.
You don't ask him for anything.
Safe,
In
affordable
fact,
sanctuary.
you know, the boys always know like the guy who is the brokest at that time. So a guy probably didn't even have to contribute to that bottle. Bro, just come and drink and chill
Like,
out.
my guy needs to come and chill.
Yeah,
out.
like your worries are not here. Like what's that quote? Of there's pain everywhere in the world, but not in this room.
not in this
It's not people here for him, bro. Yeah, and then for you, he comes to you for a safe haven. You're asking for trips and for. It's like yo,
Bro,
relax.
but you know, okay, this actually brings up a very interesting topic that I've been thinking about a lot.
So
of
you're in a
late.
pod.
Of late, there's like a lot of posts I see online, especially from girls, and usually these are very okay for me. It comes from like the pretty girls on my internet, but they really have a lot of demands, bro, from guys in terms of what a guy should be doing for them, what a guy like basically that what a guy should be doing to them for them, and I guess that has increased a lot in the last few years, man.
Facts. Social
Um,
media and shit.
It's so crazy, man. All of a sudden, you have to be a millionaire to even think about dating now, bro. Like, it's something like that's what they make it seem like. They want to be taken on trips, they want to be bought hair, they want to be bought bags, they want to be bought clothes. I know it has always been like that to some extent, but I feel like right now it is the norm for all
Bro, I think that's social media.
all
cap,
female
bro.
ladies.
I think that's social media.
It's all
cap.
what they expect.
And
And
I
then
think
here's
that
the
the person who
all.
asks this question is buying into it, and her boyfriend doesn't want to buy into it. So for him, is
Oh,
like
he can't. He can't afford
can't
to
afford
buy
to buy into
to
it.
buy into it, bro.
He can't afford that.
The thing is, this boyfriend has just finished telecom from. I don't know. I don't shit on schools now. But anyway, he has just finished whatever. He spent extra 2 years in school because of whatever. The coins are just not there, but he's able to somehow reach some 150 bob a week or something. So he can do certain things, can send sticky wings. You know what I'm trying to say? He can do some boyfriend expectable things, but her friends, her GC, guys have gone here, guys have gone there. Why am I not going? You get? You see, she included a part of 2 years. You know, like
But this is the other thing. I have a feeling this guy is just not doing shit.
At
'Cause let
all.
me tell you, there's a lot of guys are broke, bro. This country is tough. This city is tough. Guys are struggling. 2 years is a guy can be broke for 2 years, and he's trying every day to not be broke. But if the guy loves his chick, man, he'll do something, bro. He'll figure something. He'll do something.
You start
Easy.
scamming.
No.
Well, to
No,
be fair,
no, not something to get rich. Something for her, bro. Just to like let her know, yo, listen, as in, I love you. Shit is not good right now, but like, we can do something. Let's go somewhere like one weekend and eat. Let's go. Like, bro, back in the day, guys used to go to Fido Dido and eat ice cream. Those were dates.
no one really but those days, I've actually been talking about this a lot. Think about how it was going out in 2007. No Uber, no phones with pictures.
Yeah,
you
guys
just
would
do
be in
whatever.
Gulf
So there's a
drinking
different
beer,
vibe
bro.
altogether. But what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is, it's the presentation of a lot of things. Like you're looking at what your friends are doing. That's the problem. You
Bro,
get.
she didn't even mention
and
her
like
friends.
make the stallion, bro. Like,
Mention her friends, bro.
That's true.
I think she's looking at the internet. I think the internet is lying to a
Yeah,
lot
when
of
I
us,
say,
bro.
okay, friends, the internet. Let's what is around you. You get what's happening around you. Think why is it not happening for me? A lot of people actually, because like I'm now confusing the stories about the ages or
No, this one is just the one of he
Yeah.
just didn't do shit.
you know, yeah. Depending on
to be
depending on the age, this guy may just be broke and doesn't see things like that.
But
And-
also, let's not discount the fact that he might not
He-
like his chick.
Oh, he might be
There's also
doing
that
stuff,
by
but
the-
just not what she wants, like trips. Maybe that's what she wants, like a trip.
She just
Maybe they
wants
go on like normal
romantic-
dates.
She just wants him to do something for her, bro.
Mm.
I don't. But
That's
now
not
that
just
I really think about it. I don't think this guy likes her, bro.
Side note: does romantic mean money?
Money will be involved,
Mm.
but I don't think it has to be involved.
or is it like a thoughtful gesture?
Yeah.
But haven't you seen those? Haven't you seen those things where like
But roses
it was
cost
going on?
money.
It was going on a lot, like in Feb, Valentine's around that time. After, I think, towards March, things were done for people. I don't know. I think it was a video. This girl got I think her friends got her a cake and some champagne or some stuff, and she starts beating the thing up and like destroying it. It's not what I wanted. This was a jazz, and there was a lot of similar. But that's the video I can remember and I can describe for you. The guy's not what I wanted. She throws the thing away. This other person, I think, I don't know. Somebody got. I think the mom got her a Tesla.
I've seen that
I
video.
remember.
She wanted a Benzo. I saw a similar video like that actually just the other day. It was a lady. So basically, it's a lady who is complaining. This is the video. This guy's recording his chick and she's going off. She's saying that, man, you never do anything for me. Like, you lied to me. You're a liar, blah, blah, blah. And she was saying that you called me here for dinner. I thought we were going out for dinner. The guy had cooked. He had cooked like his mashed potatoes, steak, vegetables.
Yeah.
And bro, she was not having it, man. She was like, you should have told me if you're broke.
Yeah, but see, I think that's the
What?
other thing. Maybe some people are incompatible. But for me, the way this question is phrased, it just seems like her boyfriend doesn't want to spend time with her and I want to spend money on her. Because she said every weekend he's in a bar with his boys. So maybe she wants some weekends where it's
But
just
come on,
them,
that's
bro.
just standard Kampala. Like, every weekend, guys are in the club with their boys.
When is a guy with his chick?
That's a good question, but like, that's just Kampala dating. You meet in the bar.
Nah.
I think what you said was right before the whole thing of maybe doesn't like her as much because don't even not liking her as much. The thing is sometimes it's just they might be more solace in friends. You get sometimes his friends may not even just be guys. Might even be like there are two guys and some two chicks or something like that. They have a squad, and when they're there, he's at peace. Like I said, no one's asking for anything. It's just maybe every day other things are bothering him every day, and so every week you go to the bar and do that. You get, and the other side you might feel like their demands or something like that. But anyway, how can I say she's right to feel what she feels, and yeah, maybe he should do better if she wants to keep.
Maybe it sounds to be like my boy has hit before, bro.
We've given every like scenario, honestly. Like, we've defended him, we've bashed him, we've defended, now we've bashed her.
I mean,
But,
like, guys,
yeah, man. Yeah.
once
Okay.
guys hit, they stop putting in that chasing effort, man.
That's cap, bro. That is cap. When you're dating
Are they dating? She
They're
might be
dating.
dating in her
Yeah,
head.
She said of my boyfriend of 2
Oh.
years.
boyfriend, of 2 years.
Okay, I
Yeah,
guess.
he might buy, he might not also be
But,
in a relationship.
but
with
all I
her.
know is that in this company, you can be dating yourself for like 2 years,
Exactly.
bro. 3 years. You're,
Yes,
you're in a
actually.
relationship on your ones, bro. Claiming someone else's guy in the
All the best
streets.
with your boyfriend, man, but I know there's a very good chance that he didn't like you.
Yeah. Or he just can't at this particular time.
Have you guys had this thing? This analogy about who's this guy? This comedian is like a big he's a big guy, used to wear a hat, passed away maybe like
Oh, Bunny Mac?
not Bunny Mac, maybe he passed away a bit after Bunny Mac.
After Bunny.
He used to wear a hat.
He used to wear a hat. Big black guy. But not Bunny Mac.
Cat Williams?
Cat Williams is a very small man.
Yeah, but he wears a hat.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, his name is. Shit.
Anyway, so this guy had this analogy. I don't know how I feel about it sometimes, but he says that the ideal situation is for a guy. Okay, girls want a guy to love them. Yeah. A guy loves his mom, and guy will talk to his mom once in a month, once in 2 months, just like it's okay. I'll talk
Patrice
to her.
O'Neill.
Hmm?
Patrice O'Neill.
Patrice O'Neill, yeah. And he's like, yeah, but then
Sorry.
but I think things that guys like, they really take care of. So what you want is for a guy to like you.
Not to love
Yeah, a guy will like his sneakers and iron the shoelaces. You get? Yeah, he will iron the shoelaces. He'll clean it every day with a toothbrush at the edge or something like that.
Yeah,
you know,
that's deep.
and he'll keep it like that. But his mom, who he actually loves for real, touch and see him in the world and all that. But he'll talk to her once a month.
That's fact.
You get?
That's so
But
true.
But for a girl, it's good for it's. I mean, maybe the other side is different. But she'll say she wants you to It's one of those things where you say, I want this thing, and then it reaches like, I don't like it like that.
Nah, when some guy I know was in a what do you call like a chat circle with him, were discussing, and he was saying, very prominent guy was saying, he can buy for his side thing a house and a car, but he cannot buy for his wife a house and a car. Does that make sense? It's like
You guys hate their wives, bro.
it's like baby girl can't walk.
You guys hate their wives. Bro.
My wife is ready here.
I'm telling you, guys hate their wives. Just know
I
that.
think that's actually true. Many
know
cases, guys, like you've seen there's a very popular meme like 2018, 2019, guys. This guy is like, when you're chilling with the love of your life, and then your girlfriend calls or your wife calls, and then you're just now depressed or something. It's possible. But like I said, the idea is, and it can happen. You find this girl and you like her, and you also love her. I think for guys, this can be two separate things, and they all have to happen. You get.
Bro, me, I just think they have to be like if you claim to love someone but you don't like them, that's not love, bro. That's like you might just want to hit.
No,
You might just really want to hit.
if you claim to,
You might love to hit.
You might love to hit, but if you don't like her, then you don't love her, bro. You don't love her. That's like me saying, Magic, I love you, but
it's possible, bro. It's like, for example, do you think it's possible for you to love your child but not necessarily like them?
no.
Even if they're
I
doing some
think
stuff you don't agree with?
It's possible, actually.
You cannot like
It's
the things that-
possible.
What I'm trying to say, I think it makes sense, because see what happens is you see there's people who you like. They make you happy, you're happy with them, but you're not willing to go over and above for them. But this quick, nice, meet you every day and talk to you all the time, you like it, you'll do it. But this over and above thing, you might not. Then there's this other person who you might not want to spend all the time with. But if you're required to do over and above for them, you'll now do it. You can, for instance,
And I think a lot of people love their kids but don't
some
like
people
them.
don't like their siblings, but their siblings
love
is
them.
in trouble. They will move
I just
everything
feel like
for them.
I feel
I
like
agree.
after you've known someone for long enough.
You agreed very
you agree.
vehement, like
That's the sibling thing. I agree with that one. Now look, I just feel like if you've been with someone for long enough, you're gonna find stuff about them that you don't like. Now I don't know if it's guaranteed that the stuff you don't like about them will outweigh the things that you like about them, but I think that you must like them if you claim to love them, bro. You just have to like them.
I don't agree.
I don't like I said, I don't think they have to. I don't think they all have to happen, but I think in a sense of a relationship, you should.
I think
You
like
should like and love them. I
like
think these
is-
are two different things, and I think they're both important.
in my mind, like is a bit more weak than love. Like love is like strong and harder to move.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like is like it's like step one. Like you can't get up the stairs before you've passed like
I can like someone because they complimented my shirt.
But that's the thing. They're not this. Like that's what I'm trying to say. We have to look at these things as separate. I don't think you should look at them as this linear thing. Like converts to love.
Mm-mm.
I don't think that.
Not necessarily.
me. That's what I think. 100%.
Okay, you think it at least goes one way.
Like, I
if
have
you
to like
love,
you
you must
before I
like.
love
you
you.
convert a lot of like very much like into love.
No, he's saying at least if you love,
No, I
you
feel
must like. At least if you're claiming that you love someone, you must at least like them.
I feel like the same way like that you have to be athletic to be in the NBA. I have to like you in order to love you. You know what I mean? I might not like you completely. I might not like everything about you, but I must at least like you. You know what I mean?
To love.
Like, hey man, that guy is cool. And then we get to talking, and then we start talking with each other, and then, hey man, I'm in love with this chick now. You know what I mean?
And so that's what I'm trying. Okay.
Yeah.
So now this is where I think Rick's thing comes back to. What I mentioned earlier. I think you like somebody, you get used to them, you like this thing about them, and then over time, that familiarity, that's what you get to love. That's what you start loving. It comes over time. But I think over that time, you can have over-invested into that liking, whatever, and now you just know you have this tie to this person. But maybe later in life, maybe say 5 years after, you don't quite
doesn't-
like. You don't
yeah.
like this person 5 years in the future.
The problem with Rick's analogy, it's not guaranteed that familiarity will turn into love, bro. I think that it can also turn into spite. And that's what I see for most
I mean,
married
like,
people, bro.
hate is effectively negative love. Like that's, I think.
I think if we're discussing like romantic love, then yes. But like, if you look at like love in general, and for me that particular example of like your child, like a child, like if you have like say 10 kids, and you love all your kids, you'll do whatever if you want, you know, whatever you must for them. But there might be like a few that you don't like. Like you don't like what this guy does. Maybe you.
That doesn't mean you don't like him.
No, that means you don't love him.
No, you love him, but
Yes,
you
love
don't
him,
like
but you don't
him.
like him. I'm trying to say, I think these are two different emotions, and I think you should have them both. I don't know, but I don't think they're one. I don't think it's one thing with like it's one and plus one. You get?
I think in that particular situation of this lady who asked us, I think they love her, but they don't like her.
Are we still on
I don't
question?
think he loves her, bro. That's still question like 3.
I don't even know how to answer.
Especially
it right now.
if they're really been like dating for 2 years.
Yeah.
There's love there in his heart that he has for her, but
I don't think he loves her, bro, and I don't think he likes her either. I think he's over it. But remember when we discussed,
she's done holding
was
on.
here last time? Was it April?
Yeah.
We're talking about how guys do not end relationships, bro. You just make her
Keep it
hate
good.
you until she booms. So maybe that's what he's doing.
But is that something you agree with?
But the guys make the chick hate them.
Yeah, rather than just ending it.
I think maybe guys stop caring about keeping up like things in a certain way. Then you allow those feelings to come in. But actually, guys don't end things. I think guys actually fear to end things. Guys fear. Actually, I think guys might be very fearful people. You know, like I told you about the conference I was in today.
Yeah.
And they're talking about like harassment at work and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And all the ladies jazzed. And they're like, what about you, men? Now the ladies are saying, but also men are getting this problem. Men are getting these problems. When are the men talking? Men talk. They didn't say anything. They just kept quiet. Like, so I think that's what happens with guys. Like, I've forgotten what was the point of it?
Listen, let's read this next question.
What was the whole point of it?
Opening up. Alright, next one. Jesse and Melvin, what are your views on taking relationship breaks? Let's say you've been in a relationship for a really long time and things have somewhat plateaued. You still love each other and consider yourselves each other's persons, but want to explore who you are as individuals outside of a relationship. I guess a way to reconnect. Do you think something like that could work out, or is just asking for problems? Lol. Thank you so much.
What do you think? Because what do you think?
I feel like this ties into the other conversation that we're having. I feel like if the both of you want that breaks usually don't go too well, man. I mean, breaks are usually like a precursor for an actual breakup. But if you're both breaking up for the purpose of just exploring other options, there's a very good chance that you could explore and then come back to each other. I just don't know if you coming back to each other means there was nothing good for you out there, or that you guys are now just like codependent and can't be without each other. You know what I mean?
Usually, the person asking for that break in the relationship has some options that they're trying to.
No, but here they both want a break. I feel like
They both. I think they just ask, what's your view on like taking breaks? Like this person, I think, is asking for advice before they ask for a break.
But you said you still love each other. Consider yourselves each other's persons, but want to explore who you are as individuals.
I feel like this
outside the
is
relationship.
one-sided. It's still a bit one-sided.
I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the person really wants to just explore their other options. Like that's the key word for me. Like explore other options. And by all means, man, if both of you agree, go for it. Like go on a break. Personally, if I was dating a girl and she came and asked me for a break, I think I just end it there, man. I start thinking of ending it there.
Bro, you and the other voice, you speak about ending things with so much ease, bro. Like, I'll just end it.
Just end it, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm just ending it.
I don't know. The way I'm set up right now. Let me. The way.
It's okay.
It's okay. Bro, ending things, man. Like, I don't know. If she's down asking for a break, I know for certain there's some guy she's
Someone
trying to
else.
see, bro.
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
hear,
Like,
I hear you.
she wants a break to go back home and like watch Netflix in
Yeah,
her mom's
yeah,
house. No,
yeah.
bro. Like, if you're dating, I don't really think that there's another guy. At least an option that she wants to explore. And it's fine, she can go and explore that. If you'd like to listen to the full conversation, please consider subscribing to the Mobsters podcast Patreon. Once you do, you'll have access to the full conversations as well as subscriber-only content. The Mobsters podcast is made possible through our Patreons. If you like what we're doing here, please consider becoming one.